Hi everyone. I and many others have said for a long time, we've stated for a long time that America's foreign policy is dictated by the military-industrial complex of America. We suspect that there's a deep state involved here, than what they say goes, rather than, you know, what's best for the country or what the president wants. And the detractors say, no, that's not true. And people on the right say, no, that's not true. That's not the case at all. Don't be ridiculous. Well, it's not ridiculous. It's pretty much a fact now. This is from the Wall Street Journal. Top US diplomat, they're talking about Secretary of State Mike Pompeo. Top US diplomat backed continuing support for Saudi war in Yemen over objections of staff. Mike Pompeo made the decision after being warned that a cut-off could jeopardize $2 billion in weapons sales to America's Gulf allies. Man, if you're American or English, if you're in the UK as well, because this is why we're involved in this war, because, you know, like the sad little puppy dog we are, our government just follows America in whatever they want, whether it's right or not. We join them, wagging our tail. If you're in either of those countries, this should make you absolutely apoplectic. I am angry at this. Just read a little bit of this just to give you all the details, because they are horrifying. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo backed continuing US military support in Saudi Arabia's war in Yemen over the objections of staff members after being warned that a cut-off could jeopardize $2 billion in weapons sales to America's Gulf allies, according to a classified memo and people familiar with the decision. I really would like the names and to see that goddamn memo before I can be 100% sure of this. I would say I'm 99% sure that this is true until I see the memo and the names of the people familiar, but hey, it does add up, this does. It continues, the move has fueled rising outrage in Congress. Rising outrage. You mean Tulsi Gabbard? That's basically it. I think there's more than just Tulsi, but it's still not even close to enough. The move has fueled rising outrage in Congress, where a bipartisan group of lawmakers is trying to cut off American military aid for Saudi Arabia and the United Arab Emirates. I always struggle saying that country's name. In their 3-year-old war against Iran-backed Houthi fighters in Yemen, more than 16,700 civilians have been killed or injured in Yemen, according to the United Nations. It's more than that. Come on. They said it was 10,000 civilians that had been killed, I think, 2 years ago. And then a few months ago, I saw a report saying it was only 6,400. What, you've raised some of them from the dead, have you? More than 16,700 civilians have been killed or injured in Yemen, according to the United Nations, which says the Gulf nation is home to the world's worst humanitarian crisis. The US is backing the Gulf allies in Yemen, where the Trump administration is working to contain Iran's allies and Al-Qaeda militants. They're trying to contain Al-Qaeda militants in Yemen, they say. Okay. Worst humanitarian crisis, Wall Street Journal mentioned there. Over 1 million people contracted cholera in Yemen in 2017. 60% of those are children. What about the children? They always say, don't they? When it suits them. That was just in 2017. I mean, since then, Saudi Arabia have bombed the cholera treatment facility in Yemen, as I reported in one of my videos. You know, it's probably 2 million plus now. Cholera. It's 2018. It's not medieval Britain. Mr. Pompeo overruled concerns that most of the State Department specialists involved in the debate who were worried about the rising civilian death toll in Yemen. Those who objected included specialists in the region and in military affairs. So these are, you know, the people in the region who know what's going on there, and the military who know what's going on there. He sided with the legislative affairs team, though, after they argued that suspending support could undercut plans to sell more than 120,000 precision-guided missiles to Saudi Arabia and the United Arab Emirates, according to a classified State Department memo and people familiar with the debate. United Arab Emirates. It's like saying red lorry, yellow lorry. 120,000 more bombs. So that's what this is. That's what the war is continuing in Yemen over, according to this. the sale of 120,000 more bombs. Bombs like the one that, laser-guided missiles that are hitting marketplaces and weddings and funerals and, as we saw a few weeks ago, school buses with 40 children on. That's what's more important. Now we're getting closer to the truth as to what really is the truth with American foreign policy and, by extension, the United Kingdom's foreign policy. Remember, this is coming at the same time. So they're putting profits over people here at the same time as in Syria. They're saying, oh, no, you can't go in and attack the terrorists, Al-Qaeda, Russia and Syria. You can't kill the terrorists because you might hurt some other people. Well, they're terrorists. They're going to be using them as human shields. Yes, it's horrible. It's horrible. But if the shoe was on the other foot, America would have been gone in there, all guns blazing, and the United Kingdom would have, without a second's thought, to get rid of them. If we had Al-Qaeda in our country, oh wait, hold on a minute, United Kingdom and America have been funding Al-Qaeda in Syria. Maybe that's why, along with Israel and other countries as well. It gets me so angry, this does, and it's taking all of my effort not to be screaming at the screen like I used to when I first started. I want to swear like you wouldn't believe because I'm so angry at this. But this is nothing that we didn't already know, let's face it. In Syria, don't attack Al-Qaeda because you might hurt some people. In Yemen, yeah, carry on bombing, even though we're going to hurt some people because, hey, we might lose some weapons contracts on the back of it. So hypocritical, it really is. I just wanted to highlight this. And show you all how disgusted I am with it. It's confirmed now, the United States, and of course by extension, if this is true, like I say, I haven't seen the memo or who those people were, but it's confirmed now that the United States, and by extension the United Kingdom, are more concerned with lost profits than they are with lost lives. So the next time they come out and say, no, don't do anything because citing humanitarian reasons, don't believe a word they say. Humanitarians never enter the equation when we are looking at foreign policy. Never. The United Kingdom and the United States never do anything for humanitarian reasons. They only do things with foreign policy for one reason and one reason only. Profit. If you like this video and you want to see more, please subscribe and click the bell below. Independent media voices like mine are being centred across all social media platforms, so please share my videos everywhere you can to spread the word. If you can, please become a patron. The link is below as well. $1, $2, $5 a month, whatever you can afford. It really helps. I cannot do this without your support. Thanks very much for your support. Until next time, peace and take care.